This is Daniela Camboni for Kitco News, speaking at the Swiss Mining Institute here, day one taking place in Zurich. And my guest to start things off is Bob Archer. He's now the CEO of Newrange Gold. Bob, welcome back to the show.
Thanks, Danielle.
Now, a lot of our viewers will remember you as the former CEO of Great Panther Silver. So from silver now to gold?
Yeah. It's a little bit like coming full circle for me because I started my career
in gold, right?
And with Newmont, actually.
In Nevada, not in Nevada.
Not in Nevada. I was based in Ontario, but nonetheless getting exposure to Nevada and the Carlin deposit and all that sort of thing.
Well, now you're with a new gold exploration company in Nevada with the Pamlico Gold Project. And happy to talk to you about Nevada because the Fraser Institute just coming out recently saying it is the #1 mining jurisdiction in the world.
Yes, yeah.
So does that make things a little easier as you're looking to start this up?
I think it does from an investment standpoint, as well as operating, of course. But with all the things going on in the world right now, geopolitics and everything, everybody's looking at geopolitical risk and the things that can potentially go wrong in a lot of other countries, and we're seeing that all over the world. So when you can go to a stable jurisdiction right off the highway, you have all the infrastructure you need, power lines, local labor, you have transparency of permitting, all of those things is what contribute to making it the #1 jurisdiction.
Obviously you worked years in Canada, a very super friendly mining jurisdiction. So comparing it to, I don't know, in Ontario or Quebec, what are the benefits of Nevada, or are they really all par there?
It's in some places infrastructure is better. There's still parts of northern Ontario,
Easier
Quebec that certainly easier
Right.
weather. Certain parts of Canada you have land claim issues. Whereas I think most of Nevada is not really a problem.
So and sentiment, right? You've been involved in this industry a long time, numerous projects. So how is the sentiment different in Nevada?
I think just being a preferred place to work, and it's very much a mining jurisdiction in the sense that it's the #5 gold producer in the world right now, and a tremendous place to work. So they understand mining there, both the governments and the local population. So even the local communities are very supportive of mining.
How about all the merger and acquisition activity and buzz coming out of the region? Does that affect you?
I think it does in the sense that it creates a more positive environment, and from an investing standpoint, it brings a lot of attention back to the sector. And for smaller companies, you can look at advancing your project to the point where potentially you're going to get bought out by a more senior company before you ever even get to production. So from an investment standpoint, guys are looking and say, who's the next takeover target? Because if you're going to get a premium on the takeover, then it's a little bit of speculative, but nonetheless you look to see who has the best project.
Is that usually the goal, the game plan?
I could say it's individual, I guess, depending on the company and the management. But we've certainly seen when you're starting out with an earlier stage project, there's a very good chance that the guys that are developing that project won't be the same ones that actually put it in production. For one thing, it takes a long time, but the larger companies now are looking and saying, okay, what projects are out there, because they have to add to their own resources and production profile. Right now prices are relatively good because everybody's undervalued, and so they look at what projects they can buy.
Let me ask you, Bob, because you obviously had tremendous success over at Great Panther. So what makes you think, let me start something new. Let me just take on a brand new challenge, new project here.
It was time for a change for me, but I didn't start Newrange. The company was Columbia Gold Mines, working in Colombia, and I'd actually been a shareholder for many years. Just joined the board in March of last year, and they've been focusing on this project since 2016. So it was a way for me to get back to my exploration roots, and so as an entrepreneur and help them to build the company with an exciting project.
Let's talk about the Pamlico Gold Project. It was a mine, a historic mine.
Back in the 1800s.
And now you're looking to revive it.
Yeah, it was in production from 1880s, 1890s, and then again in the 1920s, but it's been privately owned since 1896. So very little modern exploration done there, and yet we have over 300 workings, all tunnels and adits going into the hillside over quite a large area, about 8,000 meters of underground tunnels that we're sampling and mapping right now. So it's given us tremendous access to a new database that's relatively unexplored. So it's an old high-grade past-producing district, and like the old expression, the best place to find a new mine is in the shadow of a headframe.
Well, I always wonder this, Bob. Why do certain mines shut down? And what makes you think, oh, maybe we should reopen it? Was it because of costs, or maybe whatever the price of gold was doing, technology?
Right, yeah. I mean, in the old days, often it was the price of gold or infrastructure back then. I mean, we didn't have the highways, obviously, in the 1800s, and it could be sometimes a depression or wars, all kinds of things like that can play into it. And then the district never really gets revived properly. So it's and now, of course, you mentioned technology. We have the ability to for heap leaching, the big open pits that would never happen back in the 1800s.
I hope you have photos from when this mine was existing.
I believe there are a few. Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Well, Bob, good luck with this.
Thanks very much, Daniela. It's always a pleasure.
And thanks for watching. We'll have more for you on Kitco.com.